The grand final is going to kick off. It's going to be Tag against Blame the Sixth. And of course, like I said, Tag only have to win once. They come from the upper bracket. Blame the Sixth have to take down Tag twice, which is going to be very difficult for them. And we're going to see, I think, Clown on the Panzer early on. As you see a very aggressive airstrike going off towards side from Lightning. Panzer does come out from Clown. And they have actually managed to slow them down a little bit on that main push, but the side area is completely in Blame the Sixth's hands. As you see Wood going very quickly towards this side door. And he's going to be able to plant that no problems at all.
Dynamite planted.
They have got a suit as well. I wonder if Mihaw's going to be able to boost up on this side wall. I can't see any Tag players in position. You normally have someone spawn back as and it's an engineer, but hasn't happened. It has happened now. Kiraj is inside, and Medixa, they're very ready for this. They have taken him down. Well played. We're going to see Woot with a grenade. Is going to actually die on his own grenade. So that puts an end to that little sneak attempt. The flag has been taken by the Blame the Sixth guys.
We destroyed the side
they do put the plant down on main.
Dynamite planted.
Going to see at least one guy just sort of sit here and defend this. I'm going to see how well Tag is set up on this side area. It's not too bad. We've got Lightning, Rifle, double medic as well. I believe there's going to be Jupe sitting at the back here. Oh, look at that. I know there's tactics already. So the push coming from Mihao. Does take down one. Revive, unfortunately, does come in, but these guys are going to cluster quite heavily at the front. Double kill from Medixa comes out. Kiraj is going to clean it up with an MG kill of his own. And as the main plant blows, they're going to push towards side once more. Mihao leading the charge is going to join up with Det ahead of him. It's all about overwhelming this side push. Nice rifle grenade comes out from Lightning there. The Panzer in the end's hands. And they're going to group horribly. That was really poor show from the guys at side. As you see, Det get killed by the grenade of Lightning. Team killer teammate who had the Panzer in hand, and then obviously Mihao behind. Poorly timed nade and had to kill out anyway, so... Here comes the next attempt. We're going to see at the end, again with the Panzer, 6-man push on side. Gets the Panzer off, not going to hit anything. And it's all about the grouping here. The rifle grenade comes out. Lightning's going to be able to take down one more. Nice shooting from Mihao though. He's going to be able to... No, he's not going to be able to blow that CP. The Tag kills are going to rain in. Ephesian picks up a double. And Duke finishes it off as well. He got a double kill of his own. Clown sitting here on main. I think he's pretty much just slotting into Crumbs' position by the looks of it as a medic. He's going to have one guy to deal with. It's going to be the end. He's getting off quite a bit of damage. Got to shut down. You're going to see Duke rotate towards that side area. Towards that main area. It looks like he's thought again about it. What is Ephesia doing here? As I think we're going to have one guy as is actually on west parts, maybe the end. Like he actually ran over Ephesia's mine. He got kind of fortunate there. As you see Oxy jumping with the Panzer, he's going to be able to take down one. This dynamite is amazingly well placed. He's going to be able to take down maybe one or two. It does take down one indeed. And you rarely see a dynamite kill in enemy territory. As the side push does come in. Big rifle grenade comes out from Lightning. You could see that. This guy across the screen of I believe that was Mihao. Double kill comes in. And the last man alive is that he is going to get shut down. You need to see a main push very soon. You need to see that split. As I see maybe one or two players going towards main. And he's actually going to take down one. A lot of damage going on towards the other player as well. So they're going to be able to push through main. Maybe onto the west parts and at least force a semi-rotation from the Tag guys. It looks like the end may actually be able to grab the parts. Oh, nice play from Kiraj. Did actually rotate from CP. They actually gave it up. Three guys decided to rotate and they gave up CP. The forward spawn has been grabbed by the allied players. Nice plays. As we're going to see them now focus more on the objective. The main objectives, east and west parts. As you see Oxy going around the back of the tank depot here. He has an engineer, a medic ahead of him. There's an engineer sort of lurking as well. I hear a dynamite get planted. Looping grenades getting thrown over. There's a big push here coming from Blame the Sixth, and you're going to see the objective get away on towards the CP. Not too much of a problem. Wood taking no damage at all, and he's away with these parts. That's kind of standard. You can defend it for as much as you want, but realistically, the west part's the big objective for Axis and allies. You see quite an aggressive defense here from Tag, setting up at these east parts. still, even though they've lost them, they're just going to sit around here. Try and do as much slow down potential as possible. Nice shot from Kuro. Going to take down Joker. The push does come on through main. And I've seen 3 dynamites planted here. I've never seen dynamites planted in ET as sort of like big mines. But we are seeing quite a few come out. Mihao was standing right next to that. Didn't get killed, took a bit of damage. As you see, they're just trying to slow them down at main, just to annoy them. They are going to get the east parts into the back of that truck. 6 minutes and 38 seconds remaining. And now Lightning's in position on these west parts. It's in an invisible part of the radar. Lovely. I'm just going to go free cam just to check out how the 6 guys are attacking. It looks like they're going for quite a split push. 2 guys on towards Fake and 2 guys at Tank Depot. And the Mihao and the End are pushing from Fake. Nice long range shooting. Mihao is going to be able to take down one, but he is going to kill out with that nade. Maybe try and pick up another frag as well. It's not going to happen for him.
Path cleared.
Pick up Aphesia on main area. He's got it well set up. Mines all over the place. He's got a medic backup as well from Clown, so Gag have a lot of control at this main area. And that sort of means Fake control as well. You're going to see a lot of pushes going around the back of the Axis spawn. Let's switch it up. We've got Medixa probably in position. Medixa Kiroj spawn defense, I believe. There's Kiroj. Not sure where they will be. Mihao was just camping him out a little bit at those east parts. Going to take him out for a very long time, 15 seconds or so. And then he's going to be able to force them 3 or 4 guys here with him, 4 maybe, 5 in fact. They're going to spawn, count the spawn of the Axis. And it's going to force them to spawn back. Although Medixa and Kiroj, I think, both decide to actually spawn this back spawn, and they've both been taken out. And this is a good chance for the Blame the 6 guys to just take control and get some crossfire on towards those west parts. They are taking quite a lot of fire. Joker's going to have to fall back. Obviously getting off a shot on towards from the middle of the spawn area towards west, and it looks like they're going to be able to move in for the parts. Oxy's going to be able to grab it. The mine's going to take him down. Parts are just sitting on the edge of the barrier. We do see a I think that's Det is that or Mihao just lurking at that spawn. Past the parcel goes on under the bridge, and Dex is going to have done enough to actually secure that. Nice, and Det dropped down. Really poor timing from Det. The Clown's going to just finish it off with this double kill. Not going to happen. Another grab's going to come in. Mihao and the End going on towards main there. I don't think there's anyone in position to stop this. Lots of Luger shots coming on, but Mihao's going to be able to secure that. 7 minutes, 50 seconds, not too bad. You want anything under 10 minutes is pretty good on radar. Not an amazing time set, but times are time, and I'd say Blame the 6 guys are definitely the underdogs here, so they've done a good job. Let's have a little check out of the scores. As we see, easy kill spread for the tag guys. Damage as well. Not too bad from allies though. Mihao and the End doing quite a bit of work. It's been a good round for Blame the 6. They seem to be working quite well. We saw the dominant pushes on towards the spawn. That was a big turning point for the Blame the 6 guys when they got, I think it was Medixa and Kiroj out for spawn in this sort of area. You saw 5 guys just take over this back spawn, and on radar that's very important. I think we saw a radar game yesterday, and we saw some of the worst radar play I've ever seen, where people were pushing in 2s, 1s and 2s. You need to push as a 5, take over that back spawn. It's very easy. Pretty much how you win the map. That's how Blame the 6 actually set a time there. So now it's going to be Tag on the attack. I believe this is their map choice. Panzer does come in, he's not going to be able to get anything. Big airstrike does come out on the side. Nice shooting from the End. It's actually going to be able to take down one, maybe no. The team kill did come in. Clown didn't get killed by an enemy there, and they might have a suit. But the End, I saw his artillery, I was like, oh, that's not going to do much, is it? And it actually gets 2. Pretty interesting. They haven't got an engineer at that side area. I'm going to try and switch it up. It does look like they've got big medic push. No engineer. As you see, Det pushing out on the rifle. He's going to take down Medixa. Nice rifle shot from Det. And he's all set up on the side area. And this is rare to see. You don't see Tag just not take over the side area. It's taken him nearly an entire minute to get into position. They have got a suit though. As you see, Clown trying to hold off. Probably going to wait for Oxy to push down to take him out rather than show himself. And it's not going to happen. Doesn't hit him at all there. But very unfortunate. Just a headshot eventually. And he's going to just go for the boost and reclaim another suit. Oh, he's going to get unlucky. Here comes the suit grab for Clown. And they know he's got it. They can hear that sort of health sound. So it's not going to be too much of a problem. Going to switch out to Lightning. Going to get instantly dropped and gibbed. And the flag is now in Allied hands. Actually, we saw the flag grab. And the push on towards main. There's one man alive. It is Joker. He baited them onto that mine there. He should be taken down. He has decided to kill out. Main plant will come out on the next spawn of the Tag guys. But you did a very good job of the Sick just slowing them down. Already 2 minutes off the clock. And you've got the time on your hands. Like the Six do. It's up to them to just slow down the attackers. Not so much try and take every single objective. Not try so much make everything the last thing for the Allies. Just an extra 10 seconds here and there really does help. And that plant went down about 15 seconds later than perhaps it could have. They can slow down the CP for 2 or 3 spawns. It could be quite good, but here comes a push. That nade on the ledge there. Got very fortunate. Rifle grenade does come out from Det. Let's pick up the rifle for the Blameless Six guys as they do a very good job at just holding them off at this first push. The Panzer does come in. Oh, I thought that was going to be a 3 or 4 man. They were heavily grouped at the front of, or in the middle of CP. We got a bit fortunate. As I think they're doing a bit of a main push now, Tag. Courage and Clown.
Only 5 minutes, soldier.
And the rest of them have actually gone towards side. Standard stuff. Rifle grenade's going to come out, and we saw Lightning hit his teammate there. It is infuriating when that happens. Not much you can do. As the revive does come in for him. It looks like Medixa's going to be out. I don't know if he'll be able to get revived. Artillery is just in front of Jupe here. But we've got a big push coming into the side area for the Tag guys. They have got a Panzer as well. I'm going to try and switch it up. And it's going to be Aphesia with the Panzer. Panzer does come out. Big shot from Aphesia, and that really should open things up at the side area. It's going to be Oxy and Mihal, last guy's alive. He's going to dive across and manage to dodge that nade. So weak though, gets taken down by Lightning. And Det, the last man alive at that CP. He hasn't got much health though. He only has 60 health. He's got to hold off them all for as much as he can. He does manage to take down Medixa, but it's not really slowed them down too much at all. Satchel Charge does come out, and the CP is now in the Allied hands, and I think they've done it basically a little bit slower than the Blameless Six guys did on their attack. So that's all the Blameless Six guys really need to do, is make them take a little bit longer on every objective. And they're now doing quite a heavy main push here, and that's going to distract a lot of the Six players towards main. And I think we're going to have 1 or 2 players push towards east. We did indeed. Aphesia managed to grab that without anyone slowing him down. And they're going to be, this is going to be pretty much advantage Tag at this position. They didn't slow them down once for the east parts. That's really poor. As we see, I'm just clearing out main. Don't want that cheeky secure. Although there is an RT truck right now. I don't think we'll see Aphesia push out just yet. I'll stick with him though. He is indeed going to push out and kill it. Perfect timing. As the next push comes on towards the main area actually for Tag. 2 or 3 guys. We can push main towards that west part. As I sneezes. The next push is going to get shut down. Nice plays from Blameless Six again. 2.5 minutes remaining. And this really could be vital for Blameless Six, because if they win this, they would have a map lead. And I think their map choice is next. So really, really big. They're taking that 2-0 victory, 2-0 victory to the second map for the underdogs. Is is very good. But at the moment, I see a lot of kills coming in. MerlinatoR does manage to hold him off a little bit, but I see a couple of tag players just getting some annoying positions up in the tower. A couple of guys pushing the back of Wedge as well. As you see, the kill out does come in. And it's going to be MerlinatoR just to pick up the objective. He hasn't got a mine either. And he's going to just push on towards the back spawn. Amazing stuff from MerlinatoR. He knew exactly where to go. And not even taking a bullet. Not even taking a bullet. Really crazy. As MerlinatoR are going to be able to set up at that truck area though. So it's not going to be too much of a problem for them to maybe defend this for another minute and a half. Double kill does come in for Woods on that main area. It was elsewhere. It was elsewhere, it was towards Fake. With only 1 minute 20 seconds remaining.
West radar park.
Very, very clutch for whoever gets this done. There's a nice push from Lightning. He does get that Gib in as well. And the Gibs are the most important thing, as you see an artillery go down a truck. There's only 2 guys left alive. I'm going to just hit up the free cam just to see how we're looking in elsewhere. Axis are spawning back in. As a big push comes on towards main. They need to get the kills. Oh, that's really unfortunate for the tag players. That was their chance really to take over that truck area, get those 2 kills. Those guys that are pretty much by themselves. I'm going to see Duke clear out that Fake area, and it's going to be. I'm going to try and inspect the objective as he runs in. See what happens. The Dicks are just lurking around the back of flag. And this is pretty much the last chance for tag. They do get quick kills coming in from Fake area. And there's 1 or 2 players left at the truck for the 6 players. And it's Joker going to try and save the day. 15 seconds remaining. He's going to get some backup from Oxy. Push is coming on towards the truck. And I'm going to go through them just to check this. As the objective is going to roll out. No defense in place now for MerlinatoR guys. So unfortunate at the end. Look at that. 7 seconds, and that really could be the difference for them. It's, if they would have picked up that first map win, you can sort of propel yourself on and maybe take the first final. But it's going to be a 2-0 lead for tag. Really well played, and those last 15 seconds just went pretty intense. I'm not sure about the choice of going underneath the bridge. Sort of hard to stop anyone. Maybe they could have gone both very aggressive towards the flag, just trying to catch out the objective there. But yeah, that's going to be a tag map win. They can't be too down about that though. I think it was tag's map choice. I'm going to update the scores on the screen. And I'll bring up the scores as well. So as we see, the kills were pretty much in MerlinatoR's favour. Look at that, 72 to 48. 12k to 9.3k damage. I think this was only the half's kills though, because I know a lot of the tag players already had 10 kills on their half. So this maybe the stats sort of messed up. So we'll see halfway through supply, which I think is MerlinatoR's map choice. We've seen them on defense first. They're going to need to start off very, very strong with the end playing that field up roll on middle. Interesting artillery there. Maybe able to push past that. Maybe a bit more defensive artillery would have been better, but just hoping to get that grouping at the back of the map. There's a lot of fire Duke. Managing to get him down to about 20 health there. As we see, he's going to set up once more for that defense ground in the engineer role from Cave. He's played that probably hundreds of times to get those nades in towards middle. As he's going to get quite a decent spam on towards middle. He's going to take down the rifle in deck there, and try and push in towards this low area. Does get taken down. So really nice work at the beginning of the map from MerlinatoR. They've held them off for about a minute already. No real pushes from tag to speak of. Joker and, very risky play there, risking full and taking down Clown in the process. Kind of catching him by surprise. I don't think Clown would have expected him to be there after the kill out. gonna switch it up once more. So, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Blame the 6th. Getting some nice crossfire onto the middle. Tag aren't really making much progress at all, like I've said already. And just gonna hit up free cam. You can see Tag sort of just held back in this middle area. Not really made it past. Definitely not made it into the lower area. The mines are doing great work as well. Going to be able to take down Clown as well. And that is another push dealt with. 2 minutes already taken off the clock. 6th. Maybe it'd be that situation if they were to get in a really good hold here. They'll just be kicking themselves over those 7 seconds on radar. The Panzer does come in, doesn't connect. Landmine kills do come in for what? 2 or 3 kills. With those landmines already. There's 6th again, holding on, getting the revives in. Tag not really mounting too much of a push so far. They did play this map against Rocket in the ET Cup, and it wasn't great. Has to be said, it wasn't great. As we can see, the next defense set up in the low area. They're grouping a little bit in this low area. Panzer would be very good at this time. You see Mihao sort of supporting medic and support his engineer. And what? These guys have played together quite a bit. Nice nades coming down from Tag though. That will kill out. And the next push is going to be quite a good one, I think. Tag might be able to make it into the low area in this one. As you see, nades coming out from that in the low area, just pushing, going very aggressive. Not anything to deal with at the moment. I'm not seeing enough from Tag. They need to be better on supply than this. Yeah, I do hear the MG. Courage is going to get dropped down. As you see, Lightning actually take down his opposite number in that. And Tag may be able to make some progress. Big double grenade from Mihao really saved the day there. And Tag looking very disappointing. Not really mounting, like I say, much of an attack. It's just simply pretty cross forward at the moment. Just trying to get it done by shooting rather than timing. And I see some big spawn kills come out. You need to be calling them, don't die here, respawn. The next respawn, we've got to kill them on the respawn rather than just killing out all the time. And at the moment, the 6 guys are just freely respawning in, no problems at all, and getting in plenty of kills. Tag, 4 guys get dropped. Nice play by the 6 guys. Finally, they take out the field up on middle. That could be interesting. They need to continue though. That's a mass bit of spam and a lot of shooting down on that middle area. See the next push coming into the low area now. A lot of Tag players getting some kills as well. And they're going to be able to make it into the upper area now. And Medixa maybe didn't get spotted. I'm going to see, maybe, let me see if I can find him. Medixa is not spotted. He's going to get off quite a bit of damage. Pick up the kill on that field up. It's going to be mainly a distraction at the moment. Nice headshot from Medixa there. And again, going to be able to take it out. And field up. Another headshot comes in. Unfortunate play. But this is not looking too good at all. Unfortunately for the Tag. 5 minutes gone off the clock on this first stage. And you can't really put it down to too much. They're just not really clicking. Not really going for them as a team. Trying to get it done like individually. Maybe moving as a team, but playing into the 6's hands at the moment. This is where here's a big push from Tag. This is what we want to see more of. Lots of aggression in this low area. Maybe a plant's going to come down. I can't see an engineer just yet. What he's going to go aggressive on that respawn. He is going to be out as well. Unfortunate. Team Gib there comes in. And once again, the 6th somehow recover. I mean, I can't say for too long how bad this is for Tag when I think it's just the 6th playing quite well. This is their map choice, of course. It's nice to see the same sort of confidence that we saw from Tag on radar, that we see from 6th here on Gold Rush on supply. Now, again, Tag pick up a few kills, but not going to be able to make the most of this. They are going to make it onto middle 5 seconds before the Axis spawn. Maybe Duke's going to be able to pick up that flag. They have managed to pick up the flag, but the respawn of Axis comes in. Nice save from Oxy. Sorry, from Mihao. As Oxy does pick up that kill onto Medixra as well. This is looking grim for the Tag team. They are starting to pick up frags though. If you string enough frags together, it's going to open up parts of the map, but they are getting taken down themselves. And try and watch someone on the attack now. See where it's going wrong. Let's pick up Dupe. He was the man who grabbed the flag. He was very unfortunate that it was reclaimed just in time. You see them pushing now towards middle. This is a good push, but they are grouping. Not much you can do here. And Tag managed to drop down onto the lower wall. And he's taken down. So it's going to be lightning with the double frag comes out, but the 6th guy is playing so well on this first stage. Bringing in all the kills where needed. Not really letting Tag progress too far on the map either, so doing a really good job of just shutting them down. Half the map time has already disappeared, and Tag definitely need to take a look at their supply attack. It wasn't that great against Rocket the other week. It wasn't too good against Neverbite, and it's not too good here today. I think a lot of teams watching will just say, yep, we're going to pick a map against Tag, it's going to be supply. As it doesn't, I don't think this looks good for a time at all. I don't see anything being switched up. They have made it into this lower area, maybe a plant coming down, finally, from Clown. 7.5, 8 minutes too late. So big spam comes on towards these stairwells. Not much you can do about this as the Axis team. I don't think they're going to get the defuse in either. Just the rifle remaining. He's going to drop down. But they have got an MG on top of it, and Det, yeah, I think he's made the right choice there, just to go through the wall, at the door even. As the wall is about to get destroyed. 6 minutes remaining. They can do this. They can set a time. It doesn't change too much for Tag really. They would have to defend whatever time remaining to secure victory. If they were to set like 15 minutes, like a full poll, they'd still have to defend for 15 minutes to win. If they were to set 14.5 minutes, 14.5 minute win. At the moment, it's not going to be a good time, guaranteed. As we see a big push for Tag coming across, no artillery is coming down, finally. Badly timed on that arty. Very, very defensive in the CP from the Axis. And the triple grenade comes out from Det on that respawn. Nice play. And that's going to pretty much abolish that push for Tag. They're going to just have to set up, maybe get one kill, one gib. That might make the difference, but it doesn't look like it's going to come in. What is going to get taken down? Nice revive though. Look how defensive they are at CP. I don't like that wall. It's going to see Det in the cave. Going to be able to take down one. Actually got a double frag in there. I'm not sure how he got that. First one. As doing what he does best at CP, he does like this sort of part of the map. I remember watching him in 3-on-3s. Seems to thrive at this sort of area. Tag mounting a pretty good attack across the top. They have destroyed the CP. They just need an engineer to get into position to get that built up, and they have indeed secured this forward spawn. With 4 minutes and 11 seconds remaining on the clock. It's not looking good for them. They need to get the plant down, they need to get everything going, they need to get objectives one after another. The plant is going to come down, and the spawn time is good for them on this one. They're going to be able to respawn back in. What may be able to get a bit of a defuse on this, but he's going to get taken down by Medixa and Gibbs. Really nice play from Medixa, double frag in fact. And we're going to try and pick up Det. He's going to be the only engineer who's going to be able to get this done. Medixa cleans up, gets that frag, and the gib. Well played from Medixa. Amazing from Medixa. Gets the frag on with the pistol onto the end as well. I thought he was done for sure. Brilliant 4 kill there. Pretty much secured that stage for the tag team, and maybe giving them a lifeline just to take a little bit of time off the clock. Because remember, like I said, it doesn't matter what time they set, they have to defend it. It is a proven fact that 13 minutes is easier to defend than 15. I can confirm this. Is you know, have a push going on towards east. They just need to concentrate on getting that truck in. They don't really have enough time to mess around with those side objectives. They need to just plow on through main. And going to pick up the end, who is on the field up. With his position, he can just slow down the allies so much just by doing artilleries, pretty much. That'll slow down the team by 20 seconds at a time, and they've only got one real way to push in with the truck, obviously, is the main area. As you see them, the allies actually not doing too badly here. They have managed to get the truck inside main, and they did manage to blow east as well. Double artillery comes down from Ephesia, and that may just open it up a little bit for the allies. A big push coming on towards main. A rifle here would be horrible. Det nearly picked it up. He gets taken down. The frag does come out from Joker though, taking down Lightning. So with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining, this is almost definitely going to be a full hold, unless Tag were to do some hero mode maneuvers. But like I said, it's not going to change too much for them.
2 minutes to get out of
They still
here,
need to defend for that time to secure the win. Even if they don't defend for that time, they've got to decide it. There's not too much pressure on them here, but they definitely need to look at. Big Panzer comes out from the end, and it's actually going to be able to finish off that build. 1 minute 40 remaining. This will maybe shed 20 seconds off the clock if they were to get the truck all the way around the Axis base. And team damage on his teammate there. There's a nice double kill comes in for Ephesia. The end actually continuing a little rampage of his own. Gonna watch him going into the west tower here. Getting quite a lot of damage on long range on towards Dupe, I believe that was. As more definite, it's going to be a full hold now. With 1 minute remaining, the last guys remaining for the 6th. Just defending the truck really well. What triple kill comes out, and that's going to lock down that full hold for the Axis team. Big push comes in from Tag on main. They are trying just to get that last push, but it's not going to happen. Woot, another double kill comes in for him. And that is indeed going to be a full hold for the Blame the Sixth. Pretty much the best reply they could hope for. But doesn't change too much, like I say, for Tag. That first stage was awful. And after being held there for about 8 minutes, I think they would have realised that this is almost definitely going to be a full hold, and at best a bad time. So we're going to have to defend for at least 13 to 15 minutes probably, no matter what. And it's going to be the 15. It's going to be the full 15. It's going to be difficult. First stage for Tag is going to be important. Defense isn't too bad. Better than their attack for sure, but that attack definitely needs some work. Just bring up the scores. Not going to look good. 175 kills comes out for 175 kills comes out for the 6th. 32 kills for Woot. 41 for Det the rifle, and Joker picking up 37 frags as well. 37 total Gibbs. Amazing. Went closer to about 60, 65, I guess, with that, but it's not too bad. Tag, same sort of situation. 106, 25% Gibbs. The damage fall off, kind of what you expect. 30 to 20k. But we saw the Lightning pick up 25 kills with that rifle grenade. And I think that the frag there for Tag was really nice for the Pixel, but unfortunately they'd already been held for close for 9 minutes at that first stage, so it was pretty much done. So this is potentially the last attack. If the 6th can't get it done, it's all in their hands. They can't blame anyone else now. They've given themselves a great chance to hold, get a grip on this final.
Fight. And
it's up to them to set a time. Any time will do, except a full hold. See, Aphasia going very aggressive in that cave area. Does pick up that double frag, the support fire onto the main area. Just took down one. And this first push of the 6th has been held off very, very well. The Panzer maybe going to be coming out now. Does come out indeed. Frag's coming in for the 6th, and they've already running rampant in this stage. It looks like they're going to be able to maybe pick up that frag. We see a flag even. We see Oxy taking down Lightning as Lightning got very fortunate with that rifle grenade, and they're going to be able to survive. It looks like. I don't think they're going to be able to get the flag in time. Joker's going to just sit on middle. He's got a couple of teammates for company, and I think maybe the Axis gave up that stage as the plant did go down on that main area, and that's a bit of experience for you. They didn't want to get rolled over. They want to set up at least one stage, and that's a brilliant first push. It was pretty much only the first real push for the 6th. They got the plant in, and Tag didn't have much of a defense there, unfortunately. So now the CP defense is going to be key. This has to be pretty amazing. They're going to have to be able to defend here for, I'd say, they would need to get it into that single digit time. Nice headshot from Jupe. We're going to see around 13.5 minutes left on the clock. They need to get that down to single digits at this CP area. They can't have them planting main when there's still double digit times on the clock, or otherwise it's going to be almost definitely GG at that point, unless they can pull something amazing off. Nice play from Tag, getting a lot of spam on that crossroad. RTs and grenades getting thrown by a lot of the players. Sensor, aka Lightning, picking up that double frag. And we do have a pause coming out. It looks like Mihal's disconnected there. And the match is going to restart. 2 minutes only off the clock, and the 6th guys are already pushing towards that CP. We have to Tag to get that mega spam down at this CP area. Kuro's doing a great job already. This is more like the defense you normally see at CP, more aggressive on the cave side, or the, I don't know, wall side. People call this coast for some reason, I'm not sure why. See a couple of guys going through the cave. Kuro's switching it up. He's trick. His opposition in the last part of the map. As you see, nice shooting coming out from Mihal. Does pick up that kill onto Clown. Got a headshot towards another player as well. And it looks like they're going to go down towards main. They've overrun CP as well. And I think there's 1 or 2 Axis players remaining. You can see a plant actually go down at that main area. And it's well timed actually for a defuse, but 3 Tag players killed on that respawn with grenades and support fires. And Joker's just lurking on the west, just being annoying. Getting some nice shooting in. And, some of you may think, his crosshair's not on him when he's getting hits. It's because of the anti-lag in enemy territory. This guy's with 150 ping. I haven't spec'd the high ping players too much, but on his screen it looks legit. On our screen it just looks really weird. As Kurej picks up a double frag at main.
The truck is past the second barrier.
You see another kill coming in for Courage. The plant on east has gone down. Aphasia is going to put some pressure on towards east side. Going to get taken down afterwards though. And it looks like 6th managed to get this truck into position. Nice plays from Woods. Sort of late addition to the 6th team for this final. Does get shut down. As the next push is coming on towards main from Tag.
Firing for effect. Dynamite planted.
On this Tag, I've got to deal with the next push on towards main. Just over 10 minutes remaining, and they haven't really set up a good stage so far, Tag. You can set up a really good up top defense. You see artillery going down from Courage on main, does take down 2. And help there. cause quite a bit. The Dix's putting quite a bit of damage on towards Oxy. Not going to take him down. Oxy decides to kill out instead. You need to see an amazing inside. I've said this at every point from Tag. They haven't really set up any really reasonable defense so far. Team kill does come in. Fortunately, Mihal does get taken down by that mine of Clown, so we won't have a cheeky ally player lurking. Although Oxy did make it through without even me seeing. The boost does come in. It does make it into East Tower. So a bit of a push coming on towards East. 3 or 4 Axis players inside East. Need to deal with these pushes. Pick up the Joker again. I'll sit on dead at the moment. As we see, going to get the rifle off on the respawn. It's not going to hit anything. Long rifle towards the back of East, not going to do anything either. Try for the usual spam spots. Big kills coming in for Tag. Look at that triple kill coming in for Dupe. And they finally set up a reasonable defense on the stage. And the inside main arties are going down as well. Everything's working very nicely for them. And at this point they just need to drain as much time off the clock as possible. Just to give themselves a good chance of taking the win. Because the 6th probably seem more up for this, if I'm honest. They have everything done. They've got East and West blown. They've got main as well, of course. The truck is in position. They're not managing to push through. Duke triple kill does come in. 4 kills for Duke. And nearly, no, it's not going to be double revive, but he gets a medic play in as well. And this is going to just allow Lightning to get in some nice mines and nades on main, and another artillery once more on main. Kiraj is doing some great spam with that. Can you say about Tag now? It looks very, very bad for them for quite a long period, but they've finally set up a defense, and if they can get 2 or 3 more minutes on this stage, they're going to be in I think, sort of equal. It's going to be 50-50 at that point. I'd say the 6 still have an advantage. They can still get this done. As you see, them getting in quite a few frags, but they're having to kill out. Getting left too weak, or not enough ammo. Kind of situational. And Clown is going to take down the end on that east side. Going to just spot out Lightning on main. He thinks he's got someone on west to deal with. Here, I think we're just giving it a good look. Once the rifle does come in, and it actually going to kill, take down Lightning to very low health. Tag going to have to get some frags in here. Clown does pick up that double frag, and I think that's it for Tag. I think maybe Clown's the last man alive. He is indeed. He's going up top. He's got to slow them down quite a lot here. He's doing a good job at the moment. He needs to just stop this engineer from getting in. He's going to slow him down enough for the Panzer to get into position in the back. Oh, unfortunately it's not going to happen. And the nade from Ephesia's ill placed. And I don't think they're going to be able to defend the truck for 7 minutes. There's an age to have to defend the truck. And you see Det still lurking in the control room.
Secured the first gold crate.
I'll almost definitely say this is going to be a map win for the 6th. Really well deserved as well, that full hold. I mean, if Tag would have managed to get, I don't know, even if they were only held up for 5 minutes on that first stage of their attack, that could have made a difference. Unfortunately, they were held off for like 9, so any time would have helped here. Imagine if they set like, I don't know, 12 and a half, 13 minutes now. The clock would be on closer to 3 minutes than sitting at 6. This is how numbers work. As push is going to come on towards west, they're going to get onto the truck again. No real presence of Tag. They are respawning, just coming in the back of it now. Joker is inside the truck. Is going to get taken down. A lot of kills coming in for Tag. Just under 6 minutes remaining now. I'm not sure what the decider will be. I think it'll be decided via elimination if it was to go to a decider. As see some spam getting placed by Clown on this east wall. But you can hear the truck moving already. And every time this truck moves forward, even just a little bit, it's almost going to give the 6th map win because, like I say, just under 6 minutes remaining. It's going to be almost impossible to defend it for that long. Lots of frags coming in though for the 6 guys. They've had a bit of control of the towers on the main area for the respawn. As you see, Woods taking down Kirej with, it was Mihao with the help of Woods. Lots of damage onto the respawn, but the truck is moving on. And I'm going to pick up Oxy, who does get on a nice frag towards Medixa. An airstrike comes in, does take out his teammate, and I think that's pretty much the last Axis player alive. The truck is going to be able to push on through main, so that's going to be the game going to 2-2, and it will go to a decider. It's very difficult to say who will win this because both teams have been good in parts, bad in parts. I'd say probably the 6th are probably a better overall team. And you could say they're a bit unfortunate to lose Radar. They played much better on their defense. Their attack wasn't too great on supply. I mean, it took them 11 minutes. As you see, 10 minutes, 48. But here come the kills and damage and all that. 53 kills for Wood, 46 for the end, 53 for Joker, 51 for Det. And in reply, we've got 44 for Lightning, 37 for Ephesia, 36 for Courage. So a big drop in numbers. 208 kills against 242. Pretty much identical damage though. Barely 1,000 damage between them. It's going to be the decider map. It's of course going to be Gold Rush. We're going to have the tag players on the attack.
Fight.
So we're going to watch Oxy spawning very far forward. He's going to try and get that nade off on the side area. He's going to get a double frag in. Really poor from Tag. They should be very aware of that, but they've managed to get some revives in. They're pushing very heavy on the outside. The kills are going to come in from Joker though. The revives need to come in from Dupe, and he's going to actually manage to get in the revive there and work with that cheeky knife kill. That was somehow they didn't kill him either, so they survived that one. I think Medixa managed to push in main and get in that side corner very quickly. Sign out the corner of my eye there. Tag off to a promising start. They've done quite a lot of quite big pushes on towards the main and side areas already. Ephesia is still lurking on that side. He might be able to push into the side area now. But the 6 doing quite a good job at this first stage. You see lots of crossfire coming down. And finally, actually, the tag guys have decided to go for that CP. So it's going to slow down their attacks for about another minute. Oh, dreadful stuff for Lightning. So I loaded the rifle grenade up a little bit too quickly. Had to fire it, not much he could do. And he bounced it off a wall and killed a teammate. That was pretty poor. As you see, Medixa playing that field up role on main. He's very good at this position. I do need to spec him a bit more on Gold Rush. He gets in a lot of spam kills, a lot of support fires, a lot of artilleries, especially on this first stage. As you see Medixa there pick up a frag. I've actually been able to take someone down for a long spawn there. What did manage to respawn back in, not too much of a problem there. And so we're going to pick up Mihao. The pushes from Tag are a bit more sparse now. That first minute looked very strong for them, but since then it's not gone too well. Spec Medixa now. Put down a magic artillery somewhere. As the mines are getting cleared. Strike is actually going to come out of the tank, and that's on the respawn of Axis. He's going to be able to take down 1 out for 4. Nice play from Medixa. I did say about him. To like open up the entire stage. He does. Triple kill comes out from Medixa. Brilliant stuff from Medixa. That triple headshot on the medic on back. Amazing throw. And that has truly woken me up. Medixa again showing that he's one of the most underrated players in enemy territory. When you look at the UK lineup and all that when they played Nations Cups, They you never really look at Medixa and think, yeah, that's a great. Oh, obviously you think he's a good player, but you always look at Squiz and Raz and players like this as the best players. But that frag there was amazing. Fusion's going to pick up a triple kill as well, and Tag running rampant on this stage, really nicely played. They're going to be able to move the truck quite heavily forwards, and it's going to be up to the 6 guys just to slow things down. They need to take a bit of control. And Tag seems to be well up for it now. Going to be able to move the tank very, very quickly past the tank barrier. And it's not too much of a problem. They're not going to get slowed down at all. The tank is going to get damaged. They're going to need to rebuild. But although I say that, I don't think it got damaged. The Axis actually didn't manage to pick up that CP after it got damaged by Covey. Satchelled, in fact, as the tank finally gets damaged. Clown is going to put a lot of his charge into that. Can't see where he's gone. He's underneath CP, of course. He's got quite a lot of support as well. As you see, the CP does get destroyed. Medixa again on that spawn, doing work. He does seem to play very well here on Gold Rush. I'm definitely gonna pick him up. Is he gonna get that spawn frag off? I don't think he is. He's going to just play very, very lame here, just to not allow himself to get caught. I think that's what he's going to do here. Interesting. Yeah. Well, he timed it well. As I think Medixa will probably chill out. Oh, a team kill nade does come in from Det. But the CP just got built by Lightning in time.
Objective taken.
And the gold is actually going to be taken by... it's actually Medixa who's managed to do that mad sneak all the way around. And he did the artillery here as well. And that might actually allow Medixa to get away. I've got no idea where he's gone. And he's still here at 3rd. He's just giving him the proper rope-a-dope. What is he doing? This is unbelievable. Medixa's the same life. He's a field-up as well. As you see a lot of tag players pushing on towards the 3rd arch. They are going to get shut down. Nice play from the 6th, getting in that vital crossfire as they push across the top. Now the 6th guys are going to be able to get set up. They need to just find their feet because they're getting run over at the moment. The big push comes in for Tag going across the top now. Not too strong though. I'm going to try and Medixa again pick up another double frag. As another big push comes across the Tag, and this is what we need to see from Tag. Big pushes as a team across the top. The guy, the old MG, as a medic, has been taken down, and only 1 or 2 players remaining. The Gibbs have come in, and I think it's just Oxy and +1 in this gold area. The next push is coming in for Tag. Nice shooting from Woods. I think he's shooting from just inside the bank. He is going to get Panzer down, and he's out for full spawn as well. So maybe that was a revive that just came in on the way. It was indeed. So. Again, Tag just needs to push as a team. Say this about Gold Rush. You need to push across that middle area really, really strong as a 6-man force. As interesting positioning from Oxy there. I'm just going to sit in front of my teammate and shoot as he was shooting. Next push coming in from Tag. Clown is going to get shut down, pushing towards that 1st arch. Long range shooting from Det is very good. It's going to take down Lightning as well. And doing some work inside the spawn as well. Joker picking up a double frag. Everyone on the 6th team is picking up double frags at the moment. And Tag's momentum has been slowed down. It's been decelerated. Doing so well that tank roll over and down towards the bridge. It's going so strong for them. And here comes a big push actually for Tag. They're pushing towards the 3rd arch. They're not doing a good job of taking down this one field up. Joker picks up a triple kill, and mass crossfire revives are coming in, and they're going to actually start picking up some frags of their own. And Clown wants to go back for some revives, but he's going to get taken down 5 seconds for the next respawn. It's not too much of a big deal. You see a Fuser just sort of risking full here. He is going to be out for full as well. They didn't even manage to get that Gibbon towards that field up. The rifle does come in and take down Oxy. Actually, he's going to reposition Wood to inside the bank because he had to go back for that revive. And I think Tag got a little bit of a chance to get this, get their hands on the gold now. Nice shooting from Wood. Does take down Lightning. He's got Kiraj to deal with as well. He's got support of his teammates once more though. As you see, he's going to shut down Kiraj. And he's going to shut down Dupe as well. So Wood perfectly placed there, just to do a lot of damage, a lot of kills in. And Tag just sort of losing a grip on this game. And it's just over 6 minutes remaining. I'll try and pick up someone in the attack. Haven't seen too much of Kiraj today. This is really important. They need to get out some 1 or 2 at full spawn. There's not enough spam. No panzers coming in. The rifle grenades. They are getting frags. Death's still alive here at the old MG. They're finally going to take down Wood as well in the bank. So these guys are quite short on ammo. Just not seeing great pushes from Tag just yet. They're sort of just all over the place. Just sit on end on. So we see the end at first arch playing medic while in the field up. Sure, he's got a field up with him. Well, he might be playing a double medic instead. They're trying to overrun him at second arch. He is a double medic at first and second. So again, Tag struggling to push through. They're going to get held up at this stage for quite a long time. That was nearly a triple grenade. There's quite a few players bounce into that. But the revives are coming in, and the rifle grenade is going to come across for Lightning. He's going to pick up 1. And this next spawn is going to be really important. They need to just keep going with this. The end does pick up a double frag from that second arch area. And Wood's just sitting inside the gold without too much of a problem. And it's they just seem to be looking the wrong way at the wrong time, but they've got 3 or 4 guys in towards the bank now. And Wood is finally going to get taken down. I think he's been here for about 4 minutes. Oxy and Mihao are going to push on towards the bank as well. And, again, quite out looking the wrong way. Nice revives. Det does pick up that double frag as Kiraj decides to go quite aggressive into them. As Ephesia's going to get shut down as well. Clown has got picked up the objective. He's going to get dropped down. Last man alive was Mihao. Tag just falling short just at the last hurdle, as it were. So Mihao is just going to sit in the gold room. Pretty much exactly the same thing that we saw from Wood moments before. He's got three allies to deal with. He's going to take a lot of damage from that rifle grenade. He is going to get shut down. And Joker. Get that double frag. Is he going to be able to follow up with some more? Pushing on towards third arch. It's not going to be a great time no matter what now for Tag. He is going to get shut down. But I think Dupe should probably get taken down as well. He's giving him the big rope-a-dope as well. If he wouldn't have fired there, he could probably made it to boxes. Take away his position. As this is almost looking like a definite full hold for Blame the 6th. 3 minutes remaining. This is Tag's last real push, I think. And the long range shooting doing great work for Blame the 6th. Oxy picking up a frag with the Luger, so does Wood. And
Great shot.
looks like the Blame the 6th guys are going to be able to set up at this old MG area. So 2.5 minutes remaining. A truck barrier build would really be it for Tag. We're going to stick on Oxy for just a little bit. He's going to get taken down. Dupe's going to get that double frag. He's going to get shut down by Det, who's going to actually get that double frag onto Dupe and Ephesia himself as well. And 2 minutes remaining. I think that's it. I'm not sure of the timings, but they haven't got their hands on the goal just yet. They're going to actually get their hands on the goal right now. Fujia's going to be able to pick it up and try and get on his point of view. As you see him just trying to escape. A lot of gunfire. Does get shut down as well by Det. And that's going to be a full hold for sure now. Well played from the 6th. It's not game over yet for Tag. They've already had one opportunity to save themselves. They've got to do it again. They've got to get a full hold in on Gold Rush to not to secure the game, but to save it. They have to force up another decider. Of course, if they were to lose this map, it would go to a second game. I'm not sure if that game would be played today or not. But we'll see. I'll try and cover it if it does. Not feeling too bad, so it's not a problem. But that's really well played from the 6 guys. And it looked bad for them at the beginning. In the first 4 or 5 minutes, they pretty much lost everything up until the bank. So it's almost a 10-minute bank hold. So let's pick up Det, who's on the SMG roll on the rifle. And do some good damage as well with that SMG. You see 15 seconds remaining on the clock. It's definitely going to be a full hold now. Don't see too much of Medixa in those last 10 minutes. Yeah, sort of thrives on spawn killing. Guys have to be dead. They has to have the freedom to move on to that first and second arch, and he just didn't get that. That first stage though, you saw an amazing throw from him. Just opened it up. I do believe that the stats are messed up, but I'm not sure. 194 kills for Axis, 112 for Tag as allies, and the damage fall off is kind of what you would expect. Big fraggers Joker and Det for the Axis team, and for allies we see Medixa and Aphesia doing what they could. But I mean, that first 5 minutes, I thought this could be an 8 minutes, a 9 minutes, but yeah, it wasn't good. It's gonna be a full hold. So now we're going to be seeing the 6th attack for the win, to force up a second final. It's going to be down to Tag to force another decider. It'll be 3-3 if they full hold now. He's indeed going to be Clown on the Engineer SMG roll. I just went free camera in there. You see the push coming in from side for the 6 guys, and Tag again not really setting up much of a first stage here on Gold Rush. And you saw their first stage on Supply was not too great either. As Det is going to be able to build this tank no problems within the first minute of Gold Rush as well. Would nearly actually killed his teammate there with that mine as well. So
we've stolen the tank.
It's going to be a tank in allied hands in the first minute. We're seeing identical sort of defense as Supply. Tag's not doing a great job. They need to do something here. I'm not going to repeat myself too much on what we said on Supply, but you need to have a decent stage. And you saw the 6 guys have a brilliant last stage, but that's pretty fortunate. The last stage, if you can get a good last stage, that's and you haven't had a good stage at all up until that point, riding your luck there. But a barrier has been built by the Axis. It looks like the 6 guys are managing to clear it out. A plant is going to be going down. Duke does get that frag in. Wood is going to get killed out. We probably would have seen Joker more of a supporting role for his team. As we see another dynamite get dropped down. Deck is going to be able to arm that. And Cloud's maybe going to just move in straight for the defuse. No one on that defense. I don't think they expected such a quick defuse. And it's not going to come in. In fact, I don't know how he didn't get that defuse in. He seemed to be defusing it forever. As the tank is going to be rebuilt. It only needs a small touch on that dynamite. I wonder if they'll go for it or not. We're going to have Mihao on bridge. They're not going to be able to get there in time. The dynamite now blowing. It's going to roll on past that barrier as well, so it's not going to be buildable. Big push from the 6th coming on towards bridge. They're not going to destroy the CP as well. Tag are picking up a couple of frags. Joker's going to get shut down. Aphesia triple kill comes in. And Dead actually picks up that double frag at the top of CP. As he does tap CP as well, so allies just need to finish that off. Dead's going to do that himself. As you see him do that. They've secured that forward spawn, but they've shifted the tank into position to actually be able to spawn forward. The tank has been damaged once more by the Axis. Frantic plays here in Gold Rush. That artillery really could get a 3-man here, but quite unfortunate with where it landed. That's what is going to put in quite a lot of charge onto this tank. I'm not sure if it's got full charge or not. Dodges a rifle, dodges an airstrike. Finally, the tank bill comes in. And more nades going to come up towards tank. You're going to see tank maybe getting up another bit of damage on towards it. But it's not going to happen. The tank is now in position. The forward spawn is secured for the allied team.
Dynamite planted.
And Axis are going to have to fall back. It looks like the 6th have quite a lot of control.
Objective taken.
See an airstrike go out. Might be able to pick up a few frags of it. It's not going to happen. Oxy's going to take down his teammate as the objective has been grabbed by the allies. Going to try and grab whoever has it in their hands. I'm not sure if they've still got it or not. It is going to be Mihao. He just got shot down. So Lightning managed to secure those. And, we're now sitting on. We're seeing Mihao push on towards 3rd. No defense from Tag at this 3rd arch. They haven't managed to get set up. You can hear footsteps and names around the back of the 3rd arch area, but 6th are taking over 2nd arch as well, so this is looking really poor for Tag. As you see, I thought that was an artillery team kill coming out. It's not too bad. Kirek does actually pick up that RT kill. And another one as well. That's going to help this team out quite a bit. Tag picking up a bundle of frags. And they need to just steady themselves, because they can defend for 10 minutes. I mean, the 6th can do it. They are the underdogs. Then the team who you'd expect to win this game, the Tag can surely do it as well. As the pushes are coming on towards 3rd once more for Blame the 6th. They are taking a bit more control as we see Tag respawn back in. Going to go quite aggressive. I'm not sure about this aggression. They need to do it all as a team. You see 3 or 4 guys pushing out of 2nd now. Going to just jump on Aphesia, who managed to make it all the way around towards the bank. And look at this aggression from Tag. They're all pushed out. And they're all going to pretty much kill out, I think. They need to set up a defense. As you see, 3-4 Tag players get killed, and that just allows the Blame the 6th guys to just go aggressive. Double grand kill comes out. I'm not sure how we get that. I'm not sure if that was before the respawn or not. As you see, again, Aphesia just sitting around, waiting for his teammates. Kiroshi is going to back him up. I think he was looking for ammo. So ammo has been dropped. Double kill comes down. Triple kill comes down from Medexa. As Tag doing a good job. Another minute and a half off the clock. About a minute at a time. As Oxy tried to push in around the back area, but it's not going to happen for him. He's taken out for about 15 seconds there. Big push from the 6th coming on towards 3rd arch. Nice frag comes in from I think that was Kiraj, but he's going to get shut down. What cleans up with a double frag, and I think there's 3 grenades for Blame the 6th inside the bank. And they may have their hands on the objective. They do indeed. And it's how far can they get? They're going to be able to go up and the long way. The respawn of of tag has come out. They'll be able to get a couple of frags in. And they just need to get to the truck now. You're going to need to see some amazing truck defense. I'm going to hope for a secure if you're a tag fan for sure. I'm going to try and find the Doc's carrier. Or the gold carrier even. Oh, he's going straight for it. No defense in position for tag, and this is almost definitely going to be a first final win for Blame the Sixth. Congratulations to them. They're going to force up a second final. I'm not sure if it's going to be played tonight, guys. If it will be, I'll of course cast it. If not, it'll be another day and I'll try and catch it then as well. As you see the truck just roll on. It's going to make its way up that hill. But this is definitely over. There's no way tag can hold this for 7 minutes and 15 seconds. They need to pick themselves up for that second final. We're in for a big upset. I think Turbo losing 4-0 to them is quite a bit of upset. Tag losing in the grand final. 2 finals, 2 games would be amazing stuff for the Sixth. You see a bundle of frags coming out. Lightning does pick up a triple kill, but that truck is going to roll in, and that's going to be a 4-2 victory for Blame the Sixth. And not sure what that means, so whether we're going to see another final right now or if we're going to see on another day. We'll see how these teams want to play it out. So here we go, guys. This is the second grand final. The Sixth have managed to force up her first one. Force this up by winning the first grand final 4-2. It was pretty close, to be fair. They did do some pretty good holds on Gold Rush and Supply, but we're going to see what they can do on the second final. It's going to be them to attack first. We need to see Tag just improve their defense. They got rolled over on the first stage last time. Ephesia's going to get in that frag, and he may be able to just clean up the remaining 6 players. Tag do manage to push down into this lower area. The revive is going to come in onto Ephesia. Pans is going to come in from the end, and more frags coming in from the 6 guys. It's going to pretty much roll over this lower defense. Big mine from Clown. That's going to be very important. Put on a lot of damage onto one player and killed another. So we're going to see Oxy on the middle. He's going to try and move in for that flag. He's dancing around with grenade in hand. Nearly places that pretty well. The dynamite looks to be planted in that lower area. It's not going to get planted. Clown's going to pick up that Luger frag. And he's gone quite aggressive on the lower area, just getting the mine into position, but they just need to set up. And although you can say they've already had a better defense this time around than they did last time, so Kiresh has managed to get that artillery into position as well. Let's see the end push onto the middle. And he's risking full speed now. They do realise he's here. He's out for full. We're going to see 2 players for the 6 to actually get taken down. So Tiger finally getting a decent defense on supply stage, which is good to see. He had a really poor first supply. So we're going to see something different from Tag at least, guys. We're going to see a first stage defense. As you see a bit of kill spam coming in. And watching Clown in this area. He's got some mines in position. He's got a little cover from that cave. And already Tag guys are looking much stronger for their chance on this game. This is of course, this is the 6th map choice. Clown is going to pick up a frag with that grenade. Dead picks up a double frag on the stairwell. As we're going to see that landmine being very important for the 6th for Tag. They're going to be able to pick up a few frags. The flag has been taken. It's a bit chaotic from Tag, but they are surviving as the airstrike comes down. They're going to be able to bounce into this low area. Fortunately for Ephesia, he was spotted by Dead. Big double frag comes out for Kiresh though. Clown picks up a frag as well. Double frag, in fact. Wood is going to have the nade. Oh, he's so unfortunate that they just moved across. Let's see the next push is coming in for the steroids guys. Steroids. The 6th guys. That tag's really messing with me now. And they're picking up a lot of frags. The next respawn is coming in of tag though. And maybe a dynamite dynamite plant going down, but we should potentially see a defuse come in for the Clown. He is going to get that defuse in, but Mihao picks up that double frag with the Panzer, and this may give them a slight chance of getting that flag. As you see, I think at least the end pushing up. He's going to actually touch it. Last man alive is Medixa, but that's going to be a close to 4-minute first stage hold. That's not too shabby, guys. They are going to potentially lose the CP though. Going to go 3 camps to see how it's going. As you see, the allies pushing across the top. They haven't got a Covey in position at CP yet. As you see, Aphesia just lurking around, gets that double frag in. One more player at CP is going to be the end. He is going to get killed. It's going to be Aphesia with that triple kill. And now they can set up their second stage. The way it is in ET, so if you can hold every stage for just 2 or 3 minutes, you can set up a really good defense. But if you get rolled over on 1 or 2 stages, it puts so much pressure on you to like get a good stage in. And the first stage is really important, because if you can get a 4-minute hold like Tag just did, it relieves the pressure for your next stages. You don't know you know you have a chance to fail. You can fail at this point, which is always good to have considering you're defending the CP, which is one of the hardest stages in enemy territory, any map to hold. When you see a good CP defense, you know a team's really working well together. You have to have the spam down, everything needs to be working well. Big push coming across the top from the 6th, as the revive does come in on Courage. Nice plays from these tag players at CP. The spam is down on the main road as well. Big frags coming in, Tag picking up 1, 2, 3, but Oxy does reply with a double kill of his own, taken down by Juke. Last man alive is the end. He's going to be killed out, and Tag managed to take control once more as a false respawn comes in for the 6th guys. Now pushing on towards CP. We've got a 3-man push down the cave area. As they're going to go for this plant on main, but they're going to get absolutely decimated by triple defense of Clown, Jupe and Lightning. As the next push is going to come across the top, and perfectly timed artillery from Axis. Maybe too well timed, as I think they put 2 down at the same time, which is not good news. But he's going to pick up 1 frag. Maybe he's going to pick up more. There we go. Kirej is going to pick up a frag, and it was indeed two artilleries exactly the same time. So we're not going to have artillery on this spawn, and this could be a really good chance for playing the 6th to just move across and try and get towards that CP. Lots of spam coming down those mines. That's saving the day. Artillery does come back now from Kirej, and he's probably going to just hold Clown. No artillery, please. No artillery. As a big push is coming across the top, and it nearly takes down Mihao. And I think we saw Medixa just playing cheeky, prone in a bush. He's going to pick up that double frag as well. Tag doing brilliant work here at CP. They've managed to defend it for 3 minutes already. As we need to see some spam. Need to see some more artillery coming down from Tag. As the next push is coming across from the 6th. It is going to be Wood, last man alive. He is going to be an engineer. He has got a covert with him. As I thought it was a covert. It's actually going to be a rifle. But Wood may be able to move in on towards main to get this plant down. The respawn of Tag is going to come in. And he manages to get that plant down, so he bypassed the CP defense and get the plant down pretty quickly. The truck is fairly pushed forward though, so if the defuse came in, it'd be really good for Tag in this situation. As right now, Tag have to set up decent defense on inside main now, and they're throwing their lives away at the moment. I think Jupe is the last man standing. I'm going to try and see how much time he has to defend it by himself. 5 seconds. Oh, he has got Lightning for support. Lightning is actually going to be able to pick up a grenade kill. Here's some boost action going on in west. It was indeed Joker. Decides to kill out.
Dynamite planted.
West Plant is coming in. So, 6 minutes, 40 odd seconds left. And objectives have been planted by the Allies to west and east, going down.
Dynamite planted.
And they're going to be pushing through main very soon. Trying to get that truck into position. As, again, tag. This is the sort of position they're in before, with about 4 minutes less than what they're playing with right now. So it's really, sorry, 4 minutes more than what they're playing with right now. So it's really nice from tag, improving their defense. Panzer comes in, he hits a teammate. Might put a little bit of damage on towards the feature. It did look like he had spawn protection though. As you see, Oxy and maybe Wood pushing in through the spawn. And the drives are going to come in, and Tag are going to be able to set up for this next push of the Allies. They're being made to work really hard for this defense though. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Already, you know, it's going to be a decent defense. Can they do what was done to them and get that full hold? Get a full hold on supply on your opponent's map choice. That would be really good. Let's see, Lightning passing around with the rifle on east. He's going to have players to deal with on main soon. Have one person boost up there. He's going to be worked towards Woods. He's going to get shut down. And Det is actually going to be lurking inside on east. He's going to get taken down on that full spawn. I think there's maybe 2 guys out for full for playing the 6th. Rifle does come on towards me. Wood does pick up a nice double frag. Gonna get shut down. And 5 minutes remaining now for Tag. And they know at every spawn it's just gonna be that extra bit of time to give themselves to attack with. And nice crossfire on main. As you see, one person did make it through that east side. I think it was Mihal. It was indeed. He's gonna get taken down though. Lightning is gonna get that double frag in. I think Mihal may be out for full spawn. The truck has managed to make it into position now. And you'll see Tag decide to sort of fall back inside their own spawn, maybe get that crossfire on main. Just be a bit more passive / ready to be defensive. Because once the truck's in position, you might want to move upstairs if you need to. Watch dupe on this west side. Nice double frag with the support fire comes out from the feature. Det has been allowed to just walk through main and take down Duke. No real crossfire there. There's a couple of guys still to deal with outside main. It's pretty much Lightning all alone spamming that. And he's going to decide to kill out and spawn back in. They need to all rain over for their respawn. And that's Clown taken out for full as well, and so is Lightning. That west defense is non-existent. Double kill from Joker, really nice. Ephesian and Lightning both taken down, and I think that's pretty much all of the tag players out for the count. As you're going to see, the engineer in Woods just push up. He's got a lot of support. The Dixer is going to kill out. I don't think they're going to be able to get the Parazon back or anything like that. Oxy does get that double frag and a triple with Thompson on the respawn. Nice play from him. And the artillery from Courage goes down on main. That's just to stop the next push from Blame the 6th. As may actually do some. That's a really nice artillery from Courage. It's going to help his team a little bit. But the truck is just moving on around the back of the map. Medixa does take down Nihal, who is just probably in the back of that. And he's going to get the second frag as well. And they could really get a full hold here. 2.5 minutes truck hold isn't too hard to do. They need to slow down the attackers by about a minute. They just have to stop the truck from getting onto the front of east side, and it's pretty well defendable. As you see, Joker getting a Luger frag just before respawning. And, last man alive there was Kiraj. He opted for the airstrike rather than the artillery. As nice looping nade on towards that main corner. Does take down one on that respawn. And they just need to slow down the truck by just once. Just slow down the truck once. The artillery is going to come out from the lightning. I think that's a bit too late on that main artillery. Should have done it outside main rather than inside. And we're going to see, maybe going to pick up one frag. Oh, it's not going to come in. Lightning actually picked up like a 3 or 4 man there. Getting a couple of, there's a mine kill in the mix as well. But that's going to be close to 14-minute hold, not too bad. Going to see it here, see a strike come out from Clown. I don't think it's going to be able to slow down the truck at all. And like I say, 13 minutes, 40 seconds or so. It's not too bad, much better than their first defense. Gives themselves a really good chance of picking up that first map win. Their first stage though has to be better. The first stage has to be better. 13 minutes 40 on the clock. And just going to bring up the scores for you guys. You see that Clown, 34 kills, 4.7k damage, doing great work. And 140 to 121. And we also saw 23k damage to just under 20k damage. So very, very close on the damage and the kills. So really good defense. Really good defense from Tag, considering how close the stats were like that. Normally you see it a bit more one-sided on nearly a full hold. Here it comes. It's going to be Tag on the attack now. They're going to be going for that 2-0 lead on the opponent's map choice. Let's see if they can get it done.
Destroy the entrances. Capture the forward bunker.
They're opting for that upper push. Det's going to take down Duke. Insta-give. Rifle's going to come out. Early Panzer as well from the Allies, and they're not going to make it past this wall at the moment. The artillery is going to slow them down as well, and the push is coming into low area from Mephisia. He is going to take down Det the rifle. I think he might get revived though. And, lots of damage coming in from what is going to eat Lightning's rifle grenade. And that's the first push dealt with by the Axis. We see the next push coming in from Tag. Gonna have to dodge this artillery. So Medixa just run over a nade as the end picks up a double frag with that spam. And Tag struggling again to make it into this low area. Lots of damage coming in though. Courage, just like I say, if they can overwhelm this low area, they can get it done. But until that happens, it's going to be pretty much all in. Blame the 6 advantage. The spam is really nice. You see the end timing his artillery is really well. So he's got a lot of damage from that middle area as well. What just spamming those grenades, like mirroring Clown. Big Panzer. That's what I said about the Panzer, but so starting to open it up a little bit. You see Tag making quite a lot of progress on the upper area. Oxy's trying to get in a bit of damage. They have made into the lower area. The respawn of Blame the 6 is maybe going to get damaged a little bit here. Duke, all by himself, his teammates decided to kill out. And they had control of that lower area, I'm not sure about that. Det does clean up with 2 rifle grenade shots in a row. Tag seems to have a bit of control in that lower area. I mean, even if you get 1 or 2 out for full, keep up the pressure. It didn't do anything on that respawn. As you see, Oxy just in that medicing role in the middle. We need to see another Panzer. We need to see something big coming out from Tag. There we go. Rifle grenade comes out from Lightning. He's gonna clear out that lower area. And they should be able to push in. I think that was Medixa. Again, Lightning kicks down the end. He's out for full spawn. As the MG comes out from Mephisia as well. And the Tag really need to push on with this. They're getting a lot of damage in on this middle area. Duke's got in support on Medixa here. And right now, the Joker has done a good job of just shutting down Duke on this middle area. Maybe going to be able to push in for the flag. Duke is last man alive. He is going to come up against Foxy. Not going to happen. Rifle is going to get revived in Lightning. just going to be able to get off one nade before the respawn. And they're starting to get in some kills and gives, at least on the respawn of the Axis. So they're not going to have full control every spawn, which is really good. As Ephesia's just decided to push forward with the MG, the aggressive MG tactic. As another two-man rifle grenade comes out from dead there. And he's going to get a team kill with that grenade, but maybe a plant going to come down from allies. You see it get dropped down. And Axis aren't going to push down to stop this. 4 guys down in this low area for tag. And a double grenade comes out for lightning, and they should really have it at this point. It's taken them 4 minutes to get this done. Det is pushing down for that defuse. He is killed and Gib. And it is indeed tag who have taken control finally this first stage. It took them 3 or 4 minutes less than it did before, so they've got 10 minutes to play with nearly on this on these next stages. The 6 need to set up a good CP defense. Very, very early artillery comes out from Woot, and very badly placed as well. As you might see Tag manage to just push over. Big double grenade comes in from Det again. And the CP defense, like I said, needs to be much better from the 6 this time round. Nice revive comes in from Jupe. It's just going to allow the allies just to push over towards CP. They might be able to take down Woot here. The artillery is going to have to cover them. As you see, 3 guys set up at the CP. A nice artillery reply. I believe that's Ephesia who put that down. That's going to force the Axis in towards CP. And I don't know how Woot is surviving this. Artillery is just going off right next to his feet. He's fine, no problem. As with Dixer in some long range Garand, spam the Kobe, and they have taken over the CP tag. Saw them do it in the last game. They just need to get a Kobe across the top. Ephesia's going to risk it. He's going to try and push through this artillery. He does make it through. Oh, they already had one there. Medixa was a Kobe, so all's good. And the smoke goes down, but hits a teammate. And, we might see a plant coming down from the allies soon. The 6th players have been given the opportunity to just hold the positions, get into position at west and east as well. The CP has not been constructed or anything by the allies just yet. They have. They've secured that forward spawn. You'll see a kill out come out from the 6th as the push comes in. Clown's going to maybe dance on towards main. He's going to plant east instead. He feels that's probably the safer route to take. A couple of guys in that west tower, long range shooting coming in. He's going to get taken down. As no real pressure put onto the main plant at the moment by Tag. Just running rampage a little bit. They may be able to push across towards east. I don't know if they've got an engineer here. The rifle definitely would have been able to fuse that if he would have gone towards east. East is going to blow with one of the small objectives done. We need to get that main plant down. It's just over 6.5 minutes remaining for Tag. And let's see if they manage to finish things off here. Double kill comes in for lightning. As nice artillery placement again from the end. He's been doing some great work with the artilleries and the airstrikes. But they are going to be able to get that double plant on main with that artillery there. So the artillery is actually going to give them a bit of cover for 5 or so seconds. That's nice. As the respawn has come in for Tag. I can't see any engineers. Try and switch it up. It's going to be Woot. I don't think these guys are going to risk a main fuse at the moment. There we go. They have given up that main phase, main stage, should I say.
They have destroyed the depot gate. Depot defense is constructed.
As we now have
Dynamite planted.
the 6th players all set up inside west. 5.5 minutes remaining. Ephesia picks up that double frag near east, and east has actually been cleared out pretty much. Lightning coming up against Joker, last man alive on this east side, and it is indeed completely shut down. And Medixa's going to be able to push into the back of the supply area. got a lot of damage put towards Woods. And look how defensive these guys are playing at the moment. Duke is managed to just push on through main and take down Det. The revive did come in though. Courage, unfortunately, is out for full spawn. And these revives from Joker are really important. He got 3 key revives, and that's going to allow his team to just set up a little bit of a defense here. As it does look like Axis are going to be able to, sorry, Allies are going to be able to get that truck into position. Just go 3 cameras. Tag and, Jupe and Clown for Tag are going to take on Oxy. The respawn has just come in for the Axis, as you can see. There's only 4 players. Maybe they have someone 999. As I'm not sure where the last player is. Might have got a full spawn. Oh, Mihao. Just sitting on East. And so they should get this truck a reasonable amount. I mean, it's all down to Oxy how well he can defend this. I'm going to pick him up for the unpause. We've seen a pretty good game so far. The second final has been a bit more like it. I mean, we saw some great attacks from the 6th, but Tag actually defending well, and now we're seeing some good attacks from Tag and the 6th defending well. So that's what we always want to see in a game. You don't want to see poor defenses. So with 4 minutes 50 seconds left on the clock, this is pretty much anyone's game still.
Prepare to fight.
So we're going to indeed on Oxy. He's only got 9 bullets. Might be able to do a bit of damage. He does take down Clown. And the respawn guys come in at the end. Gets into position to support Oxy here on the truck. Tag need to just keep their attacks going. The 6th doing a really good job of just shutting them down at the moment and just pushing out when needed. It's going to get in. That's the ping advantage there. They say it's a disadvantage. I don't think it's a disadvantage on your team. And two-man push through main is going to put on a lot of damage on towards Joker. He is going to shut down Lightning there, and the truck is going to move into position. I'm not sure who's on that. As we're going to try and move across. Fija is moving in towards me. 3 guys on that east side. Striker is going to come in, and that's going to take out some teammates and some enemies. So that's not right. As we see 2 6 players sitting on this truck. Jupe is going to push in through the spawn area. I think he's just going to be annoying. Try and pull a couple of players out of position. Just force them to keep looking the wrong way. As you see, Mihao dragged all the way through the map. Nearly picked up a nade frag actually onto Lightning. Nice frag from Joker. I didn't see where that came from. He must have jumped up on the top of the box. I didn't see that. As with 3 minutes remaining, I'd say it's probably the upper hand is there for the 6th at the moment. Tag started so well after getting the first stage. It did take them a bit of time, but they have got 1 out for full. Oxy is replying now. He does take 2 guys down on their full spawn. And the push is coming in through main from Tag. And does look like it's going to be enough for the 6th. They have struggled so much just to get the truck into position. Sometimes you just got to think, should we just remove the engineers? We don't need the engineers. Just get the truck into position. Force them to go a bit more defensive. Because until the truck's in position, most teams play very aggressive. Dixer pushing on towards west at the moment. Does get a headshot on towards Oxy. It's not going to be enough. I think this is definitely going to be it. There's going to be a 2-0 lead here on Supply. I believe the second map is going to be radar. And we're going to see exactly the same sort of situation as we saw in the first map, the first game, with Six picking up supply as they're just about to, and maybe Tag picking up radar. Oh, we'll have to see. So the rest is just going to be a bit of stats padding. They're getting a couple more frags. Let's see a bit on the rifle. Does ping one off towards east, does take down Fusia. And these guys have done really well. I mean, their first stage wasn't as good as the first game, but their other stages were a bit better. Holding for maybe an extra minute or two. This last stage was strong as ever. And I've not got any problems with my stream. I'm not dropping any frames. Hopefully it's all okay for you guys. As that's going to be the last few seconds of the game, and it's going to be a 2-0 lead for the Sixth. So this is going to be Radar's second map. This is with the Sixth knowing that they only need to win this map to secure victory. Tag have to win this and the decider. Big airstrike coming out, but Tag players are going to be able to push past. Oxy is going to be able to take down Dupe. The rest of the players are going to be able to push on towards that side area. Artillery, they didn't move past it again. Then seems to be able to predict those artillery placements pretty well, but the plant is going to go down much quicker this time than on the first round from for the first final from Tag. So they got that side plant down very quickly, but as you can see, the Six guys are going to set up just as quick. So it's going to be a full Tag lineup pushing in towards that flag. They are going to secure it. So I got a bit distracted there. As the setup from the Sixth is nice and strong here at side.
Dynamite planted.
Main plant has gone down. In fact, see a couple of guys lurking outside there, being very quiet. I didn't even know they were out here. See Dupe just wants to give away the positioning. You can see Medixa push past that artillery and push in towards side. Dupe's not sure. He wants to dance around that artillery. Not sure about that one. What is Dupe doing? He gets killed by Yati there.
We destroyed the main entrance. Steal the
Moving
radar
by
control.
himself. Banging out for Lightning. And Lightning is going to pick up one or two frags there. One. It's in a bit of spam. And the push is going to come in. Panzer comes out. He's going to team kill Clown. That was very well. Very poorly placed. And the next bit of spam is going to come in for a line. Nice play from the Sixth. Kind of helped out a little bit. Fusia's hands are hitting the floor a bit too short, unfortunately. And it's going to be Oxy. Early info. It's not going to happen for him. As, decides to fall back. It's getting quite a bit of damage on towards one player though. And just getting ready for someone to push in. This, those sort of leans can get you in trouble, especially if there's a Panzer. And there is indeed, it is a Fusia. Maybe you'll be able to get off a good Panzer shot this time. And he's going to get shut down by that landmine. watch the feature on the Panther this time. Not going to happen. He's going to get taken down just in time. And I believe Woot flanked around and managed to get 2 kills from the back. We're now watching a big main push from Tag. This is pretty well timed. Mihao is fake, trying to slow him down a little bit. He needs support. As you're going to see, a couple of players still lurking around on that main road. Kirosh is going to get shot in the back in a second if he's not careful. I think one player is still at this tank depot. Is indeed Medixa. He's not going to give away his position. He's going to let them get into CP. As you see Det on, not on the rifle there. It's pretty interesting. As the kills do come in at that side area. It's a Clown with their Grand. I'm not sure if he's on the rifle or he's on the Kobe with the sniper. They have managed to take over CP. They just need to build it up. They're going to get on that next respawn. So here come the allied respawners. They're going to push on towards that OZ's parts, and a bit chaotic there. Pretty strange. I'm glad to hear my streams pop back up again. I literally have not done anything. My OBS has been telling me no drop frame, everything's fine. So definitely a Twitch issue. Hopefully they manage to sort it out. We'll see what happens with their. What they're going to do. I'll look into that afterwards, maybe message Twitch staff, see if there was a problem from my end or whatever. But they managed to get away with those parts. You didn't see it all, but they took control of CP. You see Duke playing very, very smart here. Look at this. He's going to get spotted though. Det just decided, oh, you know, I'm going to just go around the map here. Perfect timing. The strike here from Lightning could be good, It's not going to be good. They would have heard that hit the top of the spawn. He threw it too high. These parts have been secured. I think we saw a Panzer just come across there. I've not seen that too often. You could shoot the Panzer from like CP area and so on. And it's very hard to time that well. As gets shut down in that main area. He's out for 4 or 5 seconds or so. And the Crossfire is going down pretty well from the 6th. We'll see if they're going to spawn back in the back house. It's going to be Joker. He's taking a lot of damage on that respawn. As I can hear someone up in that upper area. Try and get them with a nade, but it's not going to happen. As 2 or 3 guys actually to deal with at this back spawn. I don't think he'll respawn in here once more. Very foolish. He has decided to spawn back. He knows that it's a bit overrun. Nice artillery there. That's like right in the trenches, going to force them all the way around. And Tag overrunning the back spawn a little bit. A lot of players. Lightning just sort of like lurking in the upper area for quite a long time. And quite a lot of damage on towards Det here. And trying to swap it up. See, like Tag have Medixa and Dupe here in position. And Dupe's going to see if anyone spawns in at this main spawn. He's giving the info. No one spawned here. This is going to do a lot of long range shooting. Try and switch it up as you see 2 field ups coming through main. A lot of damage being put on. Lots of Tag kills coming in. And you might see a move made by Tag across towards the parts, but strike unfortunately not going to do anything. They need to get some artilleries down with a double field up. They could get some artilleries and just stop them from being able to get to west parts. 3 allied medics now pushing towards the back spawn. There's like 4 or 5 guys for the 6th just sort of sitting around on west, doing what they do best, defending the parts. And they're not really having to deal with too much, considering they're getting pushed back quite often and spawn back in their this back hot spawn, which is where they don't really want to be as an entire team. Fish in a barrel situation as Joker picks up a double kill. The next push from Tag coming in. Strike's going to come out from Clown. Slopes the strike on towards
on my way.
towards the west parts. He's going to change his position as well. That's going to change the angle of the airstrike quite drastically. It does take down one. Mihal wasn't expecting that. As they're going to both get shut down, unfortunately, for 10 seconds or so. And the next respawn is coming for the 6th guys. And they're fully set up at west parts. Seeing lightning just being annoying, proning and crouching on this that outpost near Fate. And 3.5 minutes remaining there. Forgot we're in a position where if Tag get full held here, it's game over. You need to set a time. It doesn't matter what time it's set. It needs to be anything. At the moment, they're not really making that great progress. They haven't got too close to west yet. They have picked up quite a few frags, but they just haven't really made the most of those situations. And the 6 guys have managed to take control back as Joker's doing some great work on spawn. Couple of guys on towards Fate there. He knows there's one above him. Hear quite a lot of Thompson gunfire from that area. He's going to be able to get that nade off before he gets killed. Decides to respawn in at the main spawn, so 2.5 minutes remaining. Tag are starting to pick up a couple of frags. Joker taken out on that full spawn. And you're going to see some pushes from the back of West very soon. And 1 or 2 at Fate. Here comes the push from behind. And the end on the Luger needs to do some big shooting as they're going to be able to pick up the west part. I think they managed to get away with it as well. Aphesia taking a lot of damage. How's he managed to get away? Unbelievable. Yeah, managed to get the objective in the back of the truck. I think now look at the lightning spree at the end. Lots of damage. He picked up Det and Mihal twice, but that double pistol frag from around the bridge area did help quite a lot. But that's not a good time, but like I said, it was a time they needed. They needed a time. Otherwise it would have been game over for them. Looking at the stats, 83 kills to 50, 14.5k to 11.5k damage, kind of what you expect on a reasonable hold for an ally an Axis team. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, okay. For an Axis team, 23 gibbs to 14 is pretty much the standard of that for that sort of situation. That scenario, as we're going to have Tag having to defend for their chance to force up a decider to win this game. And of course, if this is very much what we saw in the last game. Instead of Tag being in the situation, it's going to be the 6th, where the 6th are now attacking to win the tournament. And of course, if they were to not manage to get it done, and it'll be forced up to another decider. I think from what I understand, we're going to see Gold Rush again. Fun times. Now I'm going to see the 6th attacking for what could be the last attack. Set up. I think I've said that before. What could be the last attack? You're going to see a very aggressive push from Tag come out. And very interesting strike technique from Lightning. It's actually going to shut down most of that side push. Only Mihal's remains as a Covey. They are putting a little push on towards main as well. Joker is going to run away and get healed up a little bit. See the next push coming in. Interesting from Woods, as he's going to get the plant down on side. They have managed to get that suit again. We did see this situation in the last Raider. As they're going to try and mount a reasonable defense here. Sorry, a reasonable attack at CP. And I think Lightning's just on the other side of this, ready and waiting.
We destroyed the side.
So rifle grenade off and another grenade. Nice shooting from Kiraj. And Lightning is going to pick up a double grenade frag. No problem at all. He's going to clear out that. Covey and the Engineer both dead. As, both the players on the top area were eliminated. You see a big rotation from side come on towards main, but they haven't got their hands on the flag yet. So there's no, I don't know why they're doing this big rotation. Pretty interesting. Going to start planting main just now. Mine's doing a little bit of work.
Dynamite planted.
At least give the rest of the team the idea that they're all at they're not all at CP. They're still lurking around main. Lots of the 6 guys decide to kill out, and Tag will be readying themselves for the next attack. Kiraj has been doing some amazing work with the field up today on supply and here on radar as well. The defuse came in, I didn't see it. I knew that would be Clown. That was a sneaky defuse. That's just going to slow down the allied team by at least 30 seconds, if not more. Whether they have charge or not, they did, fortunately. So it's only going to be another 30 seconds for that main plant to come down. They need to defend it this time. Standard stuff. Get that defense in. Tag picking up a lot of frags. Maybe another defuse coming in. I'll try and pick up Clown. He did! Clown picked up another defuse. That is sneaky, sneaky stuff. Amazing. They just need to watch the dynamite. They can't get this dynamite defuse unless they push through this door. Really easy. But they've really struggled. As you see, maybe they've got a suit here on main actually. As the push comes in through the door, Clown's going to pick up that double frag. And maybe going to pick up a frag or 2 more. This is just this is amusing to watch. As you see the door opening once more, long range headshot comes in from Kiraj, and the next push is coming in through the door actually from the 6 players. There's 4 or 5 guys there. What's going to get taken down? And I think they've got 1 or 2 more to deal with. As you see one player just having a little bit of fun with Medix there at side. Joker's going to push him with the hands, I believe. Well, he's actually a medic. That's what I thought it was a dancing soldier. But Tag's going to survive this side push. And those double diffuses on main. Doing good work. Slowing down the allied team by quite a long time. Tag picking up loads of kills on main, and like I said, they're defending for their chance to win. It might go to a final map. We might see a decider. The decider to decide it all. As Lightning's in position at side. He's going to get off 1 rifle grenade shot. The next push is going to come in, and he's going to need to get off more. Now the rifle grenade comes in, he's going to put off a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be enough, and Oxy's going to finish things off with another frag. And we're going to see Feature actually going all the way behind. I'm not sure of this. It's a big risk. They're going to build CP, and he's going to just have to camp them out here. I'm going to just watch Feature here.
Objective taken.
Oh, he's going to go for this. He's going to go for the objective secure. Smart play. Who's got the objective? It's the end. So the end's going to get taken down, and he probably won't secure it straight away. Oh, he does indeed. So again, a very frustrating play from Tag. This defense. There's defuses, that's secure. It's just going to slow them down by like 15 seconds or so. Not by that much, but they have to hold for 4 more minutes. Otherwise, the 6th guys are going to be victorious. And that's not what Tag want. That's not what the Tag fans want. You see a nice little boost going on to West. Maybe Det's going to be able to pick up the objective. I'm not sure if they've seen him move here. Feature does move across and spots a sneaky prone medic there. Too hard to deal with for Feature. Big shooting coming out for Tag, and they're picking up like, a load of kills from West. As I believe you're going to have to see like Jupe and Medixa and Courage. Sorry, Medixa and Courage for sure. Spawn in that back spawn. Lightning, a lot of long range shooting. Towards Fake. And lots of kills. I think it's the end killed 2 or 3 times there. Strike on towards the west parts is not greatly timed in terms of spawn. Someone is running across the bridge here. They will be able to see him. Oxy didn't manage to make it all the way across, as I think been forced down and pushed off the bridge area. And now watch Lightning getting in loads of kills to end, has been on the end of his MP45 quite a few times. Mix up and across to Medixa on the spawn area. Playing that sort of like free roll position. Just drifting around the back and going towards the crossroads before respawning. Rinse, repeat. See, it's Courage and Medixa playing on spawn for sure. Here's some footsteps. Gonna take down Oxy before he respawns in. As we do see Joker on. Trying to pick him up. Great. Joker on the MG at East. Whether they can see him or not. Strike is coming in. And he's can't see through the fog, but I think there's going to be a grab.
Objective taken.
You're going to see someone pick up the objective, and
West
it's going to be.
lost.
I think it was Woods getting taken down by Courage.
Objective taken.
The objective are taken once more. Sorry, I didn't even see it got this far. Lightning triple kill is going to save the day there. 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining, guys. And the 6th have probably got a 1 or 2 attacks like to really get things set up, unless they were to get really fortunate and get some amazing frags. It's going to take at least 1 or 2 spawns to really set stuff up. They've got to take over that back spawn, and Medixa's doing some good work there. As, the end just like uncontested, only Lightning really slowing him down, moving across that bridge. Fortunately, he was able to take him down. As the defense is all set up at these west parts. The strike has come out on west. So the last 45 seconds of the game for Tag. Can they survive this? Lots of shooting. Det is in the trenches. He's going to come up behind Lightning. Lots of pistol shots coming out from Juke. The objective has been taken. The end is going to go towards main. He has been dropped down. Wood is going to be able to pick these up. And it's going to be Wood to take these home. It's going to be a victory for the 6th. And they are the winners of the CF Championship bracket. Congratulations to them.